Hey guys, just a quick little tidbit before I get started. So, this is episode number 1 of my podcast recording, and I'm so excited to get this started. So, thank you for being here and watching. And just know that if this isn't working for you, you can always get on my podcast, A Better Way to Heal, on all places where podcasts live. Also on my website, Rachel Gregg Fitness. If listening is a better option for you, I totally understand. I'm with you on that. That's why I'm doing this. So, yeah, let's get started. Hey, and welcome to episode 1 on A Better Way to Heal podcast. I'm Dr. Rachel Gregg, and in this show, I will be sharing with you tips on how to improve your overall health, wellness, fitness, and mindset with a focus on proactive, holistic medicine. Each week, I'll bring you valuable information on how you can start to change the trajectory of your health and wellness forever. So if you are ready, let's get started. Okay, today's episode is going to be a little bit of an intro. This is episode 1, so this is a get to know who is Rachel Gregg, and why am I doing this? Why am I so passionate about helping people become healthier in a more holistic, natural way without relying fully and exclusively and majority of the time on prescription pharmaceutical medicine? There is a better way. There is a better way to heal, and I'm going to be sharing with you my knowledge and what I know, and I'm also going to be bringing in other experts and just everyday people that I've worked with as clients, that are my friends, that are, have expertise in a certain area of health and wellness, and I just love to bring in other people as well to get their take on, the things that you hear out there, the buzz, fads and fad diets and things like that are out there. So it's going to be a mix of, you're going to hear me, you're going to hear other people, and we're just going to really have fun with this. So I'm so happy to have you here. So you may be asking, why would I leave a 6-figure job to follow my passion of truly helping people find a better way to heal? And that's a great question. It's a risk and it's a leap of faith, but I knew in my gut, which is a huge focus of mine, as you will learn as we go, and in my heart and in my soul, I knew that I had a calling for something more than just standing behind the counter and dispensing pharmaceuticals. I knew I could help people in a bigger, better way, and that is why I am here to share that passion with all of you. So, taking that leap of faith, I literally quit my pharmacy job a little over 5 years ago, which is crazy how fast these years have gone. So I left my retail setting in 2014, January 2014, and I was a full-time pharmacist. I was working, 10, 12-hour days. I had been a manager for 6 years, so I had done a lot of things in a very short period of time, and the pace of retail pharmacy is it quickly burns you out. You give it everything you have, and for me, it was just I was leaving my day unfulfilled. Like, I really didn't feel like I was helping people at the end of the day. So, it was just a fast-paced world, and it was great. I looked forward to my days off, but it's almost like it took, most of the days I had off just to recover from the stress of what I was, dealing with on a daily basis, especially when I was a manager. I was taking work home with me. I was doing work at home, things that people didn't even know I was doing. It wasn't like I was being paid for that time. It was just, I had to do it. I didn't have the time to get certain things done while I was at work because I was actually having to get things out and dispense medicine. I didn't have time to do all that paperwork. So I just reached a threshold. I reached my limit, and no amount of money could keep me there. They were pressing us about immunizations, which is a whole nother thing that I'll get into, but I was not excited about that aspect of the job. I did not, really want to get into all of that. I didn't go to school thinking I would be injecting needles into people. I didn't go to nursing school. So, but as we go, I'll chat with you more about that. So, since leaving 5 years ago, I've had, like anyone does on their journey, we have successes, we have failures, and it's learning from your failures and knowing and seeing the lesson in maybe something that doesn't seem as positive right at the beginning, but knowing that it's teaching us something. So what it has done for me and has fueled me, and anytime there's an obstacle or hurdle in my way, it's just fueled me even more to know that if this wasn't, sometimes we think, oh my God, if this is the right path, it's just going to be so easy and there's nothing that's going to get in my way. But really the opposite is true, as I've found out. The more struggles, the more challenges that you have on the journey of what you're meant to do, the more challenges you're going to have. And it's just to test you in a sense. Things happen, life happens for you, not to you. It's testing you. It's testing your resolve. So no matter what it was in my way, I still knew that this is what I was supposed to be doing. And I would find a way. I would find a way to make this work. And I just had in my heart, I had in my gut, like I said, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to be stopped. If it's in you, it's for you. So if you have a passion inside of you, and I hope this is something that you learn and can appreciate as you listen to more and more of my podcast. If you have something in your life that you really want to do it. Like, take that chance. Nobody gets to the end of their life and feels bad about the things they tried to do and maybe failed at. But that fear of getting to the end of my life and being disappointed in myself that I didn't go for it, whatever that it is, I think that's a heavier burden. So that's just, a little side note, but that is something that I will, continue to talk about. So why did I decide to do what I'm doing? So I do personal training, I do nutritional counseling. I'm very big on the importance of your gut health. It's your immunity, it's everything. I really like to talk to people about ways to reduce inflammation, which reduces disease. So I really feel like my mix of what I offer, being a personal trainer, having my pharmacy background, that makes me different from the rest. And I can share a little bit more with people because of the knowledge that I have from going to pharmacy school. Like, it's a blessing that I have that ability to share with people what I have learned in myself, at school, with my clients that I have, and just, helping people, change their lives, and just watching it may start off with these people have more energy, they're sleeping better, but it's so amazing because that transforms into the goals they may have of maybe it's weight loss, maybe it's running a marathon. So I really bring a different mix to the people that I serve. And it's such a pleasure because I really think I have a unique gift to share that is different from other personal trainers out there. So I can kind of take the different pillars of health in a different way than if I just had the background of being a personal trainer, exercise, physiology, all those things. I have the aspect of, I know how drugs work in the body, and I know what happens when they deplete you of something. So that's something I can help people with as far as their supplementation. And why do I focus on gut health? I just mentioned gut health just in passing, but it is everything, okay? This is something this is going to be a topic that comes up quite frequently in my episodes. Gut, your immunity, 70 to 80% of your immunity is in your gut. So if we can keep the gut healthy, we can keep the gut from being inflamed, we're going to reduce disease, autoimmune diseases especially. So that is why I'm so passionate about it. Also, for mental health, because that's a huge aspect of health, you have 70 to 80% of your serotonin is in your gut. So if your gut is not healthy and is not working up to its ability, you're actually going to show signs of anxiety, show signs of depression, and other mental illnesses. So the gut is definitely the link between a lot of things in our bodies, as we're going to go through, and I'm like psyched to share all of those things with you. And that's for another episode, so stay tuned. But yeah, it's just, there's so much to teach about gut health. So what has really led me to this point in my life, it's just, I really think outside the box. I see the bigger picture of how, you know, we as people can really dictate more of what we want. If we as consumers are, you know, consuming and purchasing in a different way, if there's enough of us, we can kind of change the way, you know, the way the government handles certain foods. We can really, you know, make changes, and, you know, it starts with one person and it goes from there. So my passion, thinking outside the box, knowing that there is a better way to heal, and my mission is to share that with as many people as I can. I want to make an impact. I want to influence, and what I have learned on my own journey, on the journey I'm watching my clients go through. It is amazing watching, you know, it's so rewarding. Like, what I do is so rewarding. If that one person is getting better health, is feeling better, is healing, you know, their body, ridding their body of diabetes, arthritis, you know, that is so rewarding. And that's worth everything. You know, the reward of that is worth walking away from a job that didn't fulfill me. So walking away from my pharmacy job, I just saw the greed of the medical field. I saw, you know, the drug companies, the FDA, like you start to see like the relationships that they all have with each other, and how it's all driven by money. It's not necessarily putting the patient, yourself, first. It's what's going to make us the most money. Insurance companies dictate what drugs you can fill. Like, these are the things, like, I be spending most of my day on the phone fighting with an insurance company to cover a medication for a patient, or having to call the doctor to tell them that the insurance company would not cover this medication for this patient, and then them trying to figure out, okay, what's the next best step. Maybe it's not as effective of an option, but what's the insurance going to cover? So it's just it was a frustrating job to have. So, like I said, immunizations was a key factor of me leaving. Watching my patients come in and looking worse every month while, you know, getting pharmaceuticals, where now I see people that I'm helping and they're looking better every time I see them, which is telling me a huge, huge thing. So starting over, you know, I was making good money, you know, quote unquote good money, was miserable in my life, you know, like outside of my job. I was just so tired all the time. So starting over was extremely tough. I'm not gonna say it was all, you know, unicorns and rainbows. It was tough. There was good days and bad days, and still to this day, there are days I just want to be like, I just am done. Like, I can't do this. But trust me, the good days definitely outweigh the bad. It is not even close. And then I realized too, in those days where I'm having a tougher day, those are the days that you really grow and build yourself up. This is true for any of you out there listening, struggling through whatever it may be. But just knowing that in that struggle you're getting stronger, and the fire within you, that's when I really feel like the fire comes out. So I know that I have to do this because the world needs my message. The world needs what I have to offer. And to not give my very best is, I guess, selfish in some ways. Not giving the world what it needs. And that's not supposed to be egotistical. That's just to know, that I've heard, if it's in you, it's for you, and you need to keep going. And 80% of people will quit too soon, and you never know how close you are. I always think of this cartoon where the guy has like not the jackhammer, but like the manual hammer that he's hammering through this brick wall, and he quits, and he's so close, and he doesn't know it, but he's so close. And that's what I keep telling myself. You don't know how close you really are to your dreams and your goals, but if you quit, you do know that you'll never achieve them. So yeah, there's been many struggles along the way. People tell me no. People don't answer my phone calls or my emails. And it's, so easy to just say, okay, fine, I quit, because these people, but you know what? You just keep knocking on doors. You keep writing the emails. You keep making the phone calls, and you just need one yes. You just need one person to give you a chance. And I've had those chances, and I continue to have those chances. I fall into things when I least expect it. So it's just continuing to show up. A challenge that I've had is, I'm in a small town. I don't have a location, so I go to people. I go to their homes. I meet them wherever, they can meet. We go to a church if we have to. It's just making the most of what is around you, and not quitting, and realizing that if there's a will, there's a way. So yeah, I travel to my clients. I'm a small town girl trying to make a big impact, and that's a challenge, but you know what, I keep showing up, and that's a message that I want to make sure that you all are hearing, that as I'm sharing with you who I truly am, I also hope that maybe some of this is resonating with you as far as your life in general. And my entire life I've been an athlete, and there is an athlete inside of all of us in some way, shape, or form, and some people laugh at me about that, but that's true. Our bodies are instinctively made to move. So I've been a runner since I was in 7th grade. Ran cross country, track. I've done marathons, I've done triathlons, and now I do a whole array of, biking, lifting, running, and I just love it. And that is why I love sharing that side of health, is moving your body. But it's also realizing too, it's not all just exercise and moving. It's also putting the right fuel, the right food, supplementing into your body. Supplements are crucial, and you may hear both sides of that. That's another topic that will come up, the importance of supplements. But it's putting the right fuel. You put the right fuel in your car, you get the oil changed in your car. So I think a lot of times we treat our cars better than our bodies. And also when you're moving your body and you're fueling your body in a great positive way, your mindset changes. And when you are avoiding certain foods and keeping inflammation down, you're actually helping improve your mental health, believe it or not. So like I said, gut health, mental health. So I have a lot of people too ask me, would you do this all over again? And sometimes I think about, like, would I do pharmacy school over again? If I could choose, like, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I just wanted to be an ESPN sports newscaster, like the sideline girl or a weather girl, but I would do it again because it's gotten me to the point where I'm at. It's giving me the tools to help people in the way that I'm helping them. So yeah, as hard as some days can be and as frustrating as they can be, I would do it all over again, because that one person that I get a message from that says, I am finally feeling good and energetic again, and I can play with my kids, and I can be, in tune with life. Like, I can be a part of life, I can be present. Like, that is the coolest thing to me. So yeah, how tough this journey has been, but I wouldn't change it for anything, because nothing great comes without a fair amount of struggle. So successes that I've had, so like building my client base, has been slow but steady. So that's the way to be. I say that with people trying to lose weight, like you got to do it slow and steady. That's going to be able to be sustainable. Getting, to local colleges like Syracuse University and doing presentations, my local high school, like going back to where it all began and giving back to them. I see that as a success. The people that I've met along the way, I just being able to inject knowledge in people. And I always see what I teach kind of as, a college course. I teach it to you so you can take it with you and share it with others. And that's the way to get the message around to as many people as possible. I've learned that changing lives gives me like such a euphoric, happy, it just makes my heart happy. I was at an event yesterday, and this woman's just like, I'm so blessed that that I've met you and that you've helped me in the way that you have. And, the company that brand company that I use for my clients for supplements, it's changed her life. And it's Shackley, for those of you that have heard of them. And it's changed this girl's life, and I'm just like thrilled. I'm thrilled. It just keeps, proving to me that what I'm doing is working, and that sometimes we just need that, reaffirmation that what you're doing a good job. Like, it's nice every so often to hear that something is working that you're recommending. Just, I don't care who you are. It's just so awesome. So yeah, I guess my favorite part of what I do, sharing proactive medicine, because I just, there's no reason to wait until you get sick to do the right things for your body. Having a disease, getting sick all the time, like in the winter time with, flu and colds and upper respiratory, all that, is just a symptom of a bigger problem. That you are chronically putting things in your body that are not feeding your body in a good way. You can feed your body in a bad way, and that creates illness, creates inflammation in your body, whether it's, the foods that you're putting in or, not drinking enough water. So being able to continue to educate people and giving them tools to improve their health outcomes is it's power. It's empowering for them. It's empowering for me. And I love watching people become inspired and motivated and feeling better. It's like once you get that feeling of feeling better, it's almost like a drug that you keep wanting to chase. You keep wanting to feel better. So that feeds me, and every person that I help feeds me to continue. And I've seen the other side of the medical field, kind of going back to the pharmacy roots, and I see, like I mentioned, the greed, and it's money driven, and I really want to not only empower you to eat the right foods and move your body and get your mindset right. But I also want to empower you. Like, if you are in a situation right now that you are going to doctors and you're kind of giving your power away to a doctor, I know you really need to reevaluate why that is, because you are the one that controls what you put in your body and how you move your body, and to allow a doctor or anyone else to control, or you think they're going to fix a problem like that, your health for you. It's not the case. You are the only one that can change your health. So I just want to keep reiterating that as I go on with this show, I want to keep empowering you to make good choices for yourself, and start with small choices. Start with drinking half your body weight in water. That sounds like a small thing, but it actually is huge in your overall health. So don't discount small changes, small decisions, good or bad. They accumulate every day. When you're making that decision, it's adding up. So just know that during the day, you make so many decisions during the day. Am I going to drink a soda, or am I going to drink water? Am I going to walk up the stairs or take the elevator? Like, those are just a couple situations that seem small, but you start making a different choice each and every day, it quickly adds up. So my business, Rachel Gregg Fitness, check me out at rachelgreggfitness.com if you want to check out what I do, what my programs are, and there are new things coming down the pipeline. So definitely keep checking it out, because it's going to be changing and revamping here and there. So, but my goals with this business is, like I said, to really make an impact, influence, to make a difference, long term. And my big dream is globally. Like, I just know that there are people out there sharing this message, but I share it in a different way. We're all here and we all do things differently. We all have a gift, and my gift is I love to talk to people. I love to talk, but I love to talk to people about how they can improve their health, because your health is your wealth. It's everything. So, as far as like traveling and presenting all over the country, the world, yeah, I mean, I'm throwing it out there. Like, it might sound crazy to some people now, but that's my ultimate dream, is just to be a voice and to be a game changer. I want to be a voice for people that don't have the voice, or they don't know how to make the changes. I want to be that person that they can go to, and I got your back. I got your back. So continue to share my knowledge, my education, my experiences, and we're all a science experiment of one. So I know that what I do with one person or 5 people might not work for that 6th or 7th person down the line. So it's being able to adapt, and our bodies adapt. So I'm always having to adapt, even with the same person. Adapt something, a new program, a new way of doing things, changing it up. So I just want to thank you for being here today, episode 1. This is just the beginning. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. So be ready for some great episodes coming down the line. We got some exciting things going to happen, and I couldn't be more blessed to be here sharing them with you. And it was a pleasure sharing some more things about me. Some other things. I love nature. I'm a dog lover. So those are a couple other my super passions too. I love to be outside. I love the warmth and the sun. I'm not a winter lover, but hey, you know what? You do what you gotta do. So if you're not following me, follow me on Instagram at Dr. Rachel Gregg. I'd love to have you on there. And if you listen to this podcast, feel free to take a picture of it, tag me in it so I can share it on my story and I can feature you. And down the line, I'll have some episodes where I want you to get involved. So stay tuned for that. If you're on Facebook, I'm on Facebook. Rachel Gregg is my personal page, but my business page is Rachel Gregg Fitness. And also my website is rachelgreggfitness.com. And if you're listening to this, I would love it if you could leave me a review and let me know what you thought about this episode. And, you know, I'd love to hear from you too about future episodes, topics that maybe you would love to have covered. So, again, it's a pleasure being here. There is a better way to heal, and it is my ultimate pleasure to be able to share all of this information with all of you. So have a fantastic day and share the health and happiness with everyone around you. And until the next episode, be happy, be healthy, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, episode 1 is complete. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. And stay tuned for more. And seriously, like, if you have a topic or a question or something you'd like me to cover in an episode, just let me know and I can feature you. And I will talk to you soon.